Oh my gosh. Oh, that's kind of freaky though. That's a bit much, right? Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Now, if you're wondering where the inspiration from this video came from, look no further than this search result. I've been suggested these videos a lot. My homepage right now is a lot of these Instagram versus reality posts. There's also a whole subreddit on Reddit dedicated to this, which is just showing these pictures of people that have kind of started to change things on their Instagram page, particularly when it becomes like kind of obvious that they're editing their pictures. Now, as you can probably guess, the Kardashians are pretty popular on this page. So we got Kim there on the show versus on Instagram. We got Chloe here on an Instagram edited picture versus in real life, and a more clear picture there. We've got Kylie here as well. Some of the editing is just sort of bizarre. So this is like a travel blogger who's edited a cloud, the same cloud into every picture. I can kind of understand this on some level because it's probably her job to be like a travel Instagrammer, and she maybe wanted to like make each picture look a little bit more interesting, but it's still kind of disingenuous. And then this girl photoshopped a wore a contact lens and said that she had a different color eye, and then just kind of went all in with the lie about it until her dad exposed her. Thanks, dad. Even weirder is you get people taking their favorite celebrities and then edit their favorite celebrities to look more beautiful, which I think this is the weirdest one, and it's really sad as well. They even edited out her freckles, which is like a super cute feature of her. In fact, this trend even got like so big that people for Halloween this year went as like an Instagram versus reality with their couple partners and made their boyfriend or their husband the reality version of themselves on Instagram. Some of it is super weird as well because I think that this is Tana, and like she's a YouTuber like me, so if you change your face a lot, people can see what you actually look like on YouTube, so it's kind of strange. This is also from Getty when she's been to an event, so people are going to be able to see the original version right pretty easily and then see the edit version she puts on Instagram. The weirdest version for me is she looks a million times more beautiful on the right. Like the one on the left kind of, I don't know, she's edited it so much that it doesn't really look like a real person anymore. I think she looks absolutely beautiful on the right. I don't know why you would ever change that picture. But I think there is a whole conversation about why people do this, and I think honestly, if you live your life on a very online platform and people are constantly judging you about your looks, about your appearance, you're seeing nasty comments about certain features, you're gonna get hung up on them, and then once you edit once, you kind of have to keep editing that way, or else everybody is gonna be like, well, why does your nose look different on this picture? Why do your lips look different to normal? So I think they kind of get trapped in this sort of editing bubble, but they have to keep doing it or else it's gonna look more obvious, and then they get more and more extreme with the edits. And there's a whole ethics thing about that. I don't think we should necessarily laugh at people that do this because there's obviously a reason they're doing this, and we should be protecting them from needing to do this in the first place. But like it or not, this way of editing, and especially the makeup in these pictures, is definitely like a trend now. And I don't want to get deep into like the ethics kind of bit of it. I just want to get into the, hey, why don't we have a go at it and see what we can do? Just the crack version, really. And I noticed there's a few like specific things that people tend to do. So there's definitely a makeup type, and then also heavy contouring. You can see the contouring on this girl's nose, but I think additionally here, there's been some really heavy editing on the nose, and I think kind of like the lips as well. Like nose contouring and face kind of flattening, and big eyes and big lips seems to be a thing, and really tiny chins as well. Again, I think this girl, obviously like the flash is very bright here. I think she looks so much better on the right. Like her proportions look better on the right, but anyway. Again, you can see here, thinning of the nose, widening and bigging of the eyes, reducing of the chin, but it's the nose thing to me that seems to be like the big thing that people edit. And again, this girl got caught because of their door frame, but it's the nose and the V shape of the face. So I was like, why don't we take this trend that keeps popping up in my YouTube and apply it to the platform that I know, which is The Sims. So we're gonna be trying to create an Instagram versus reality in The Sims, and then I may also go ahead and grab one of those apps and try and do the further edits to the face structure as well, and let's see what we can come up with. So hopefully you can kind of see this as fun, and I know there's a whole wider debate about this, and I've touched on it, but I don't want to go too into it because we're doing this on a sim, so we're not doing this on a real person. This is just one of the EA generated sims. I think as well, I tend to create my sims in a certain way that I'm probably just as much guilty of this, that I kind of subscribe to that version of beauty. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of an eye-opener for me as well. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put on very realistic skin details so we can get a very real looking person, and then we will apply the Instagram filter. Okay, so I'm kind of going through to try and find skin details that I think actually show what all humans have, like our pores. These are all very non-real looking sims, but like like pores, flaws, imperfections, eye bags, the whole shebang really. But honestly, most of the skin details I use, this is why I said this is going to be an eye-opener for me. Most of the skin details I use tend to very much subscribe more to that really sheen, perfect beauty. I mean, this has pores and stuff. This one could be a good one. But then I don't know whether to go super realistic, which is more like this, well, actually more like this, where this person actually has like normal skin. It looks extreme because you look at the other stuff, but honestly, having like bags around your eyes, having like textured skin, texture on skin is normal. I mean, this is really giving me a reality check about Sims, but then I also think on some level Sims isn't a realistic game. Like, you can get abducted by aliens. You know, you can have all this crazy stuff. There's vampires, there's witches, there's all kinds of stuff. So I think having a more reality, like real looking Sims probably then takes away a little bit from the game. Okay, so I've gone and just given her a little cash outfit. It's before she's created an Instagram profile. I changed out her skin for something that I could layer a bit more easily, but I've given her a few like little scars that tell stories. Like, this is when she ran into the table in the middle of the living room when she was a little toddler. This is when she fell off a bike and banged her nose. You know, like texture around her eyes. I've given her eyelashes and stuff. She's got like, you know, no makeup on, but just kind of like a pretty chill, pretty cash girl. Let's see what he wants to call her. She's called Kristen Schultz. She loves animals. She's creative. She's posing away. She's an art lover. Posing again. And she's charming. She's pretty charming. Because she's creative and charming and an art lover, that makes her pretty good at, you know, Instagram stuff. So let's go ahead and say that Kristen discovers Instagram and she starts kind of, you know, switching to a more Instagram aesthetic. She gets suckered in by how everybody else looks and she's like, I want more likes on Instagram. I want to look more like them. It feels really weird and like kind of gross doing this, I'd say. But we set out for the challenge, so let's give it a go. So first of all, I'm gonna give her the kind of hair you only see on Instagram. That big, poofy, beautiful, amazing hair that I don't know how people make their hair big because mine has never done that. I've got pretty thin hair. I'm pretty sure naturally hair can do that naturally. I'm just not born with that beautiful hair. Let's give her the kind of perfection hair you only seem to see on Instagram. I'm trying to like search my own Instagram for like inspiration, but I actually unfollowed a lot of accounts recently. If they were just people I were following because they were like so impossibly thin or so impossibly beautiful, going to all these crazy locations in bikinis all the time, I just like, if they're not making me happy, I just unfollowed them because I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm just making myself like feel down every time I go on my phone, and there's no point in that. I'll try this hair up for now. She's also lightened her ends. She's got a new Instagram haircut. So let's go ahead, and the first thing that she's gonna end up losing is the skin details. She's lost all the texture stuff on her face. We're gonna find her a new one that has that Instagram perfect base. It's kind of hard because I think if you want to keep your freckles but you want to wear a thicker foundation, you kind of lose them. So I don't really know how you're supposed to get them back. That is like a challenge for people wearing freckles, I guess. This one's pretty good because I feel like it's already got some heavy contouring going on there. Wow, that is kind of what we're going for, isn't it? We can add some like additional glow and sheen in there as well. And then we've got also this face contouring I could do instead. Oh wow, that's heavily contouring the sides of her face. I look from nothing to that. That is some heavy contour. Okay. That is definitely very Instagram-esque. She looks so much older already, jeez. And then I need to try and get the really skinny nose. Maybe something like that. That difference. That has totally changed the shape of her nose. Or maybe that. That's even put powder on the sides, here and here. That's so crazy. Wow, her nose is a totally different shape now. I know the color isn't right, but it has that kind of powdery look. So I'm gonna keep it for now, but we could change it. I'm gonna switch out her little eyelashes for some big eyelashes, like kapow. This is like so mentally like good for me because I'm like, I like the stuff before more. So that's good. I can definitely be very critical of my own face. And then I find Instagram makeup is very heavy, so I'm gonna try and replicate that. Okay, we got her eye makeup on. Ooh, brows. I'm gonna have to find those like, you know, those like fadey brows. Like that kind of vibe, but maybe a bit lighter. Like that, actually. I'm garbage at brows, so they probably just end up looking like, I probably look like I'm trying to do Instagram brows. Trying to do brows. No idea what I'm doing. Some of them end up pretty thick though. I know those are kind of crazy, but I've seen some pretty thick brows on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna go for these ones because they've got that like fading, like if you look, like not fading in from the middle kind of business. And then let's give her some cheek makeup. I have seen a lot of these kind of looks, I'm not even gonna lie, like that. I don't know if it's a little bit, it looks so much like baked look instead. Like before, baked. Because I see a lot of this kind of like, you know where you put the powder, you put the makeup under your eyes and you put powder on, like, loads of it on, let it bake in and then like dust it away. Basically just all the makeup I can't do because I'm garbage. Got some Bobbi Brown lips. They be looking pretty. And then I kind of want to take inspiration from that girl that just faked her eye color. Because she's already got blue eyes, but what if she had like really blue eyes, you know? Yeah, okay, wow. I actually can't believe this is the same base. It's already changed some. The face is freaky. Okay, that's good because I feel like it's meant to be. So I feel like we're on the right lines if I feel that way. So let's see if I can put a little bit of a shadow under her nose. I actually can't get half of this to even show up underneath all of the makeup. I like beyond skin details now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop some like accessories on her. And I think I've done a lip color wrong. I think it should be more pink from what I'm looking at anyway. More like glossy as well. Like that looks a little bit more on brand. Okay, and then we need like Instagram body outfits, don't we? Okay, I think we're getting there. Let's just put some jewelry and nails on her. Okay, this is good. This is kind of what I had in mind. Kristen Schultz is looking close to what I wanted. I think we're done. She definitely looks like a proper like Instagram baddie. She looks so much older than she did before. It's like a look that's so, it's like you see so much of the same look almost on Instagram, but we're gonna try and get an Instagram picture. So let's get some poses and we'll find the best one. Cast, clock, speed. I get really bored watching them pose, so we'll switch to 3. And we need a pose that we can get a real good picture. That one could be good. That one. Oh, look at the nails. The nails looking fierce right now. That one's good. Oh my gosh, her bag's doing crazy things if I do that. I might have to get rid of her bag because that's actually, oh my gosh, no. That's good though. That's a good pose. I'm trying to picture one where I can do like edits to it as well. Ooh, that one there was a good one. Do that again. That. Oh my gosh, yes. These are the poses, lady. Then we need some mirror poses as well. Yep, these are good. These are all good. I can't actually believe this is the same girl as before. Okay, now we've got some pictures. This is the before and after, by the way. All I've changed is skin details, makeup, and like her hair and clothes. I've not changed any of her bone structure. She looks a bit like Ariana Grande with that hair, to be honest. She looks so different. Let's go ahead and get some of those screenshots on my phone and let's try doing an Instagram edit. I think this is a pretty good picture to use. I mean, they're all pretty good. All of them would work so well on Instagram, to be honest. Okay, I've got them on my phone. Let's go ahead and put them in an editing app. Okay, so this is the one that people said to use online, Beauty Plus. So we'll grab this picture and then I can just beautify the whole thing. Oh wow, that's just brightened everything up quite a lot. Okay, we'll do that. And then her skin is already so smooth. Like, can you even smoothen it more? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, let's smoothen her skin a bit. It says slim, but she's so skinny. I don't want to slim her. Like, she doesn't need slimming. Okay, but let's go ahead and, oh, her chin's perfect. But I'm just doing Instagram edits. So I'm gonna make her chin smaller. Let's make her eyes bigger. Her nose, this is where you make, oh my gosh, her nose is now so much smaller than before. I'm gonna make it really tiny because the ones I've seen were really tiny, so that's what I'm gonna try and go for. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's kind of, it almost looks scary when you make it that small. Like, there was nothing wrong with her nose before, but now it's so tiny. And then lips, we need to go big on the lips. Okay, wow. Wow. That is so different. Can I change the width of her head? Oh my gosh. I can even change the width of her head. I don't know if she needs it, but hey, we're gonna do it because we're just doing everything. It looks so bizarre being that thin, like so weird. I could whiten her teeth, but her teeth are pretty white. Dark circles, like she has no dark circles. What are you even talking about? You know what? I've just realized the app has totally just like taken the sim and run with it. It doesn't like think it's not human or anything. Oh my gosh, I can contour her even more. But look how contoured she is already. Okay, what more can you do? Oh wow, you can do way more. Okay, we'll contour her even more. Put lipstick on her. Oh my gosh, what? It's like Dress Up Barbie or something, isn't it? I actually think that color looks better. This is ridiculous, but it's, oh, what? I can give her love heart cheeks. Oh my gosh, I can give her purple hair. Why is it only changing one half of her head's hair? I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at her before and after. Wow. I thought she looked too perfect before. She looks even more too perfect afterwards. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Didn't do eye brighten. What does eye brighten do? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's kind of freaky though. That's a bit much, right? And then obviously we need to do the mirror selfie as well so that we can do the bod changes. I can like drag parts of her body out. So I could like, that looks ridiculous, but look how much I can drag her butt out. I could make her thicker, couldn't I? Oh my gosh. And if like, look, I can do this. Even though like her rib cage is gone. So I could make her hair more poofy since I couldn't find hair as poofy as I wanted. Oh my god. I feel like I could make her butt bigger, to be honest. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. It can't find any of her face, so I can't do the other stuff, but let's go ahead and save that out as well. This to this, and then also this to this. Okay, wow, that is insane. Okay, so this is how easy it is to then take that, not only full of makeup, but also full of edits on, was it Beauty Plus, and then also you can totally change the background. So I've cut both of them out. I was like looking at like Instagrammable locations, like the Bali places, and I'm like, it's probably gonna be easier if I just like put random, beautiful, amazing place that people on Instagram always seem to be at, instead of just stuck in a room at home. Not that I'm salty at all. I've gone ahead and added her close up to this just to show you guys how easy it is to cut her out. Change the background, change the lighting. I even photoshopped in the cloud from the Instagrammer that photoshopped the same cloud everywhere. I've also taken that cloud and added it as my background just to warp reality even more so. And that is a pretty big change now from her original form to her then makeup form to her edited form to finally her edited plus background form. That's a pretty big stretch of reality. I also took her full body photo that we also then edited the body of, and then I've also put that in front of a mirror with a phone to try. This one was a little bit hard, but try and make it look like she was taking a mirror selfie. So guys, what do you think of that pretty drastic change? Do you think that it's kind of dishonest to do something like that? I think it probably is. This video is meant to be just for the crack though. I'm not trying to say a big wider thing here about the state of Instagram or why people do this or the people that do this. But I would suggest to you guys that if you've watched this and been kind of shocked at the changes or like angry at the changes, I would say that it's healthy to know this kind of stuff before you go on Instagram, because what you're seeing on Instagram probably isn't the reality of, I mean, a lot of people are honest and genuine on Instagram, but if you are on places like Instagram a lot and you're starting to feel down about yourself, which I was, which is one of the reasons I made this video, just take a pinch of salt everything you see on there, because the reality of what you're seeing on somebody's face and body may not be realistic at all. The body that you might be trying to get or the face you might be trying to get might not even exist in any reality. It is a completely edited version of somebody. And also don't forget that people can completely Photoshop and manipulate where they are, so they might not even be in the places they say they are, which means they may not have the life they're putting out there either. Their life probably looks a lot more similar to what yours does. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Instagram versus reality. It's only on Sims, it's only for fun, but if it's helped you guys at all know that reality can be manipulated very easily, then hopefully this video has been helpful to you. And if you want me to upload Christine Schultz's original version and her Instagram version, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big cheeky thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in another one. Bye!